What up, Witness Nation? I'm excited to share that I'm now a brand ambassador for Seek Jesus' brand. Yes, a name I live by and a brand I couldn't be more honored to represent. Their mission is to spread the gospel of Christ throughout the world while supporting those on the mission field. Their brand strives to provide high-quality Christian apparel for believers and followers of Christ. Let your clothing start a conversation. Now, a portion of all sales are donated towards several mission fields dedicated to serve and spread the gospel around the world. So cop your own Jesus Reppin' essentials by visiting the site seekjesus.co and use my promo code WhitneyDTV at checkout, of course, or just visit the link in the description box down below where my code is already placed automatically for you upon checkout, and let them know that Whitney D of Whitney DTV sent you and you are a Jesus seeker. Bye.
Shazazz Creations, your one-stop shop when it comes to customization. Totes, tees, tumblers, hats, and more. Looking for a customized gift idea for a graduation, birthday party, baby shower, or just a unique creation of your own? Check out Shazazz Creations as seen here on Whitney DTV. Female, black owned. Use my promo in the description box down below and let her know Whitney D of Whitney DTV sent you. Thank you. Bye. Ooh, somebody has been embracing their Pangea. Embrace Pangea? You don't know about that? Child, these products are all created to bring you back to balance through nature's gifts. Now, they have a wide range of products that deal with the various aspects of daily life, such as deodorants, juices, clothing, vagina detoxes, and body scrubs. Whichever product that you decide to embrace, you can rest assured that it was created and crafted with the love for the betterment of self. Now, I don't know about you, but that sounds amazing. And it smells amazing, okay? So embrace your Pangea. Visit the description box down below and you can click on the link where my discount is automatically applied, okay? Now embrace your Pangea and let them know that Whitney D of Whitney D TV sent you. Bye. So, as seen here on Whitney D TV, your girl likes to stay as fashionable as I can. Even if I'm not going anywhere but on my set. Set life can be a bore if you don't add some flares, okay? Now, mines are inspired by Fashion Nova. Yeah, that's right. From women, kids, curves, and men apparel. You get more bang for your buck, and your child likes to be a baller on a budget, okay? Not for nothing, you guys. Use my link down below so you can make your fashion Nova. FashionNova.com. Check it out. Link in the description box down below. OMG. I love Spreezy. Wait, what? You don't know about Spreezy? Child. They pride themselves on being the original marketing platform made specifically for YouTube content creators. Their mission is simple: to help the YouTubers grow their channels safely and effectively by exposing their videos to new potential fans. Like a matchmaking service, Spreezy crafts highly effective YouTube ads campaigns that target YouTubers searching for content just like yours. Best of all, this all takes place on YouTube's very own ad platform, Google Ads, ensuring those new subscribers to your channel are real, lifelong fans. Now, whether you are looking to get the word out about one of your videos or you're looking to gain new subscribers to your channel, Spreezy can help you along the way. The best thing, all views are from 100% real people. They promise to never use bots, click farms, or pay people to watch your videos. All growth is organic and real with no risk to your channel. All views are 100% verifiable through your YouTube Creator Studio analyst. So what are you waiting on? If you are a new content creator or you just want to get a little more push out there and get your content seen, try Spreezy. Look at my description box for a link and have fun. See you soon. Bye.
Thinking it over, and
Am I mine? Oh, okay, because it's all blotchy. All right. What up, everybody? Welcome to the channel. If you're new, don't be. Go ahead and click that subscribe button to be a part of the Witness Gang, to join the Witness Nation. Now let's get into this, shall we? Hello, you guys, and welcome to the channel. If you're new, don't be.
I'm Whitney.
What up, everybody? Welcome to Whitney D TV. It's just better here. Make sure you place your city and or state in the chat so I can see where you're tuning in from, okay? And make sure that you keep it cute or you will get the boot, okay? Yes, this is the home of keep it cute or get the boot. Now, that means you do not have to agree with everything that I'm stating, but make sure that you keep it respectful, okay? If not, my Katie mod will make sure you do so, okay? Now, let me tell you a little bit about Katie, all right? If she's in here, what up, Katie? Not for nothing. She will place eye emojis in the chat to let you know that I see what you're saying and what you're doing, okay? That's warning number 1. 2, she will place these little water pistols in there to let you know, I'm finna get you, okay? She'll then proceed to place you on time out, and if you continue, you will get the boot, okay? Now, I don't want that, so keep it cute or get the boot, all right? Not for nothing, make sure that you subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already, and make sure that you like this video or dislike it. Either way, I'm grateful. Now, if you got information or you got a laugh, make sure you share this video. Sharing is caring. Now, if you would like to join the channel, you can do so by clicking the link in the description box, or look up top in the pinned location and you will see the link there as well. You can support me on a month-to-month basis by doing so, okay? And it's highly appreciated. Now, if you would like to support me right now, you can do so by sending me a super chat or a cash app. If nothing more, thank you. And let's get into the show. All right, you guys. Hello, welcome back. Hold on one second. This is true. All right, I'm sorry. I had to get everything together. But hello, everybody. Welcome. I am cut off. I don't like this. Hold on, y'all. Let me adjust. Hold on. All right, y'all. I'm sorry. I know I have to get it together, whatever. I can't be half stepping for y'all. Y'all too good for that. Welcome, everybody. Good evening. Welcome to Whitney D TV. Ooh, Pumbaya. Happy Tuesday to everybody. Okay. And it seemed like, I don't know, the service is bad. I'm messing up here. I see it. It's very choppy, and y'all, we can't be choppy tonight. Not tonight, baby. Not tonight, honey, because this is some goodness. Okay, we got some stuff to talk about in regards to our wonderful friend Portia. Okay, but let me go ahead and get in the chat and say hello to everybody. All right, hold on. Let me remove this off of the screen. Ciao. This show. Hey, Katie, good evening. Hey, West Coast Bells, what up? Miss you, girls. Long time no see or whatever. Y'all don't love me no more. What's up, Sabrina? Love you. Hey, beautifully animated. Hey, Sissy Pooh. Hey, Queen Keish. Hey, honey. Hey, good evening, everybody. Okay, that's everybody. Okay, so y'all know how I always do. I got to give a shout out to my sponsors, okay? And tonight I am wearing a lilac, okay? It's purple, of course, all right? And it's, of course, by Shea Michelle Cosmetics. I actually just received this with my new bundle package, my brand ambassador packet. So yes, that means you guys, I am official. If you click down in the description box below, you'll see Shazazz create. I mean, shoot. Hey girl, but you'll see Shay Michelle's Cosmetics, and you can click the link and my discount will automatically be added to your purchase, or you can use my promo code WhitneyDTV at checkout and get a 10% discount. So, oh, and then the lashes that I have on are Queen, okay? So not for nothing, I have to pay the bills. Y'all know how this goes. So shouts out to Shay Michelle Cosmetics, okay? Not for nothing, y'all. So that wasn't the only thing that I got purchased. Hey, honey bunches. That's not the only thing that I got purchased, y'all. I purchased Portia's book. I'm not gonna lie, I literally skipped around. I skipped around to find that part that she was talking about R. Kelly. I mean, I'm just gonna be honest with you. And I found it. It's chapter 4 for those that are inquiring, okay? Because I know when nobody checking for Portia. Let's just be real. And she knew that. And that's the reason why she decided to throw that part in there about R. Kelly. And like I told y'all, I support survivors. I support abusers and all that to nature. And I'm not taking her story from her. It's just the timing for me. And I'm gonna stand on that. So I'm not even gonna lie to you. Okay. Yeah, I don't like that. I didn't like how she did that. And then she literally sold her story. Literally. She didn't want to talk to what's the white dude name on What Happened Live. She didn't want to talk to old boy Andy. Thank you, baby. She didn't want to talk to Andy about it. She was like, they gotta buy the book. So I bought it. So I'm here to let you guys in on what the chapter is about, and I'm gonna break it down. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna get my coin too. So I'm gonna break it down the chapter in which she talks about the whole situation. Okay, hey Travis. So the first part, this girl knew she couldn't sing, y'all. Not my words, hers. She knew it. She said her mama told her she could sing, so she rolled with that. I'm gonna let y'all hear a snippet of it. Only a snippet for copyright reasons, okay? But I bought my copy, so but I'm gonna let y'all hear this snippet, and then we're gonna talk about it. And we're gonna go ahead and get into this book. I'm not gonna hold y'all long tonight at all. And that's gonna be that on that. Okay, here it is, y'all. Okay, so I'm gonna let y'all hear this little snippet. Yes, Travis, she sat up there and said, okay, that she knew she couldn't sing, but her mom was the one that told her she could. You finna hear it. You finna hear it. And no shade, Portia can't sing. No home. It struggles. And me, not trying to be funny because I got a little voice, but when I'm nervous, it gets shaky or whatever the case may be. But if you catch me, you know what I'm saying, I can hold a little too. No shade, no tea. No. Anyways, let me let y'all hear this little snippet right quick. Okay. Now I'm going to put my little watermark over it. So, because I don't think nobody else is having the cojones to play this. So let me play this little snippet and y'all tell me. Okay. All right.
At the time, I honestly didn't know if I could sing or not, but my mama said I could sing, so I thought I could sing. She was always encouraging me to use my gifts. So when Lenny asked me if I was an artist, posturing like he could help me make it in the industry, I jumped at the opportunity. Yeah, let me hear you sing, Lenny said, crossing his arms to show me he was serious. And in that moment, I heard my mama's voice. If someone ever asks you to sing, you just do it. You sing. You gotta stay ready, so you don't gotta get ready. So I did it. I mean, this was an opportunity to work with R.KELLY.
Yeah. Okay. Y'all heard that right. Oh, okay. So again, my mama said I can sing. So shoot, this was an opportunity to meet R.Kelly. Now, look, again, like I said, a lot of these individuals that was getting involved with R.Kelly were doing it off the strength of them having or what they thought to have a musical gift, right? However, you had a few of the individuals that got involved with him really had musical talent. Okay, really had musical talent. We saw Ass sit her little behind up on Gayle King and lie about the fact of the matter of not knowing how to sing, and the girl got vocal range that is beyond. Okay, we've heard PORSHA sing. We've heard PORSHA sing, and let me.
Where y'all hear PORSHA sing that?
I'm finna pull it up. Because just in case if y'all don't know, I'm gonna let y'all hear PORSHA sing. And this is back in 2013. If y'all think that hold on one second. Y'all know about receipts over here. So let me share my screen. We've all heard PORSHA sing, and if you didn't, here you go. Okay, here's your chance. Y'all ready? Let me mute myself so y'all can.
Really? Okay. Woo. All right. Ready?
Yeah.
Okay. Amazing grace, how sweet is the sound that saved a wretch like me.
Yes, that was great.
Really?
No, that wasn't no R. Kelly good. My husband over here told me she did it good. No, that wasn't no R. Kelly good. Do I need to go to Azriel Page? At 12 years old, belting out like Mariah Carey. Are we gonna talk about it? Y'all come on now. Okay, and then let's go back to this. Look. Y'all know my husband's a sweetheart. I'm not.
It was serious. And in that moment, I heard my mama's voice. If someone ever asks you to sing, you just do it. You sing. You gotta stay ready, so you don't gotta get ready.
Girl. No. Travis says, no, not Amazing Grace. No, at least she kind of stayed on pitch. Kinda. What else? Nothing amazing about that, Grace. Oh God, Katie is a mess. Katie, gosh, she been messing up my makeup for crying. Oh my God. Y'all wanna know what I'm sipping on? I'm sipping on Naked, the strawberry banana drink juice. Oh my gosh, Katie. Hey, what's up, Jesse? Oh my gosh. Sabrina says, is she mad? She made a studio song that was on iTunes, did not go far. I didn't even know. Didn't even know. Sabrina says the voice needed God's grace. See, y'all heard my husband. I don't think it was that bad. See? And then the dude that heard us sing on, if y'all heard, was like, oh, you sound good. Y'all want to stop lying to these people. That's why you got the likes of all these singers and these mumble rappers out here, because they were told, like my husband, oh, it wasn't that bad. And then you give them a contract and then they over here singing. See, and we got too much auto-tune. Anyways, y'all, again, like I said, we're going to cover the chapter. I'm going to have to play little bits and snippets of it because for copyright reasons. And this girl is literally on tour with this book. So I encourage you to go get it. If you got an Amazon account, you can actually get the Audible for free. If you got, actually, let me stop lying. If you got built up credits. I actually do a lot of audibles and I do a lot of books, you know, in my Kindle. So I have a lot of credits. So I'm not going to lie. I wasn't going to purchase it like that because nobody was checking for Porsha. No shade. Okay. She started becoming salacious and messy. And people was like, oh, okay. Just like her show that she got, this reality show. Okay. Everybody named Mama, literally her mama knows that this situation is wrong. And they are just gallivanting around. But that's neither here nor there. Long story short, we're going to cover this chapter because it's chapter 4. Those that are purchasing the book is chapter 4. Go to chapter 4, save yourself everything else. Now I'm just playing. It's interesting. I get to hearing how she got to this point to where she kind of start dealing with the men, the likes of R.Kelly. Before R.Kelly, she had like 3 or 4 failed relationships with dudes that were using her for sex for money. She also points out that her body wasn't like that. So I'm interested to see if she's going to say that she bought anything. I don't think her body is bought. I could be wrong. I think it's natural. Yeah, lipo and stuff. I don't think they added anything. I think that's cornbread fed. You know what I'm saying? So I really think that, maybe she'll talk about all that. Will she? I don't know. We're going to talk about it here, though. And if I find some stuff with the stuff that I find intriguing, we're going to talk about. But for sure, we're going to address this whole R. Kelly situation because y'all know I don't give 2 craps about him. However, I'm just like, girl, again, I've just found it the timing of it all. And then for her not to reach out to any of the victims that were involved, it's like, but I read the whole thing. That stood out to me, that part where she knew she wasn't a singer, but because her mama said that she could sing, and because this was an opportunity for her to meet R. Kelly, she just went with it. I didn't like that. I said, girl. She shot her shot. She sure did. And didn't land her too far because they didn't even work together. He just blew it back at. But anyways, let's go ahead and move on to what we are here for, you guys. And those who are just coming in, you're going to have to watch the playback to hear the snippet with Porsha, okay? We're about to get into this reading, however. We left off at, let me go to it. I think I'm going to read just the first 8 pages of it because it's a total of 16 pages. We'll see how we're doing on time because I don't want to hold you guys. 'Tis the season. Y'all, and I did my mama makeup or whatever today. I got to show y'all my mama after the show. But we left off at chapter 11, okay? We left off at chapter 11. So let me share my screen. I mean, do I feel like she got something? I mean, yeah, to be honest with you, I feel like anybody can sing. Anybody can really sing if you got auto tunes and all the everything else with everything. But I don't know. Okay, so let me do this, and then I gotta give my PSA. Y'all know when anytime I'm reading, I gotta give my PSA. Okay. All right, you guys, let's go ahead and get into this reading. But before I do, I always like to do a little precursor of what we're reading on today so you guys will know exactly what's going on, okay? Excuse me. In November 2000, Chicago journalist and music critic Jim Derogist, received an anonymous fax that alleged R. Kelly had a problem with young girls. Weeks later, Jim broke the shocking story, publishing allegations that the R&B superstar and local hero had groomed girls, sexually abused them, and paid them off. Jim thought his work would have an impact. Instead, Kelly's career flourished. No one seemed to care, not the music industry, not the culture at large, not the parents of numerous other young girls. But for more than 18 years, the roguish Jim stayed on the story. He was the one who was given the disturbing videotape that led to Kelly's 2008 child pornography trial, the one whose window was shot out, and the one whom women trusted to tell their stories of a man of a meeting with a superstar at a classroom, a mall, a concert, or a McDonald's that forever warped the course of their lives. Soulless, the case against R. Kelly, is Jim's masterpiece, a work of tenacious journalism and powerful culture criticism. It tells the story of Kelly's career, Jim's investigations, and the world in which the two cross paths, and brings the story up to the moment when things finally seem to have changed. Decades in the making, this is an outrageous, darkly riveting account of the life and actions of R. Kelly and their horrible impact on dozens of girls by the only person to tell them. Soulless, the case against R. Kelly.
Butterfly in the sky, I can go twice as high.
Nope. This ain't it. You are tuned into a realistic, unprofessional perspective reading of this book. So that means stumbles, fumbles, and sometimes an occasional mispronunciation of words. So if you are looking for the audible of this book, go buy it yourself. Or feel free to mute me and read on your own. Otherwise, sit back and be grateful. You are tuned into a live reading with Whitney G. All right, you guys, let's go ahead and get into chapter 11, the defense and the verdict. Okay, shouts out again to the R.KELLY case open discussion. This is where I obtained the book in its entirety, and you can join the group by joining Facebook today. All right, you guys, thank y'all for tuning in. Let's get into it. Okay. All right, let me go ahead and update the chapters. So when people come in, they know what's up. All right. So let's go ahead and get into this reading, okay? The defense and the verdict. Later in the evening of June 3rd, 2008, the day the prosecution rested its case in the state of Illinois versus Robert Sylvester Kelly, Abdon Palash and I had just finished comparing notes at his desk when city editor Don Hayner summoned me to a characterless, fluorescent lit conference room in the paper's new home at 350 North Orleans Street. Hold on, y'all. Hold on, y'all. One second. Okay, sorry. When Lord Conrad Black's newspaper's newspaper empire began to crumble because of his securities fraud, his company sold the old, ugly, but lovable bar-like building overlooking the Chicago River. We had all relocated to bland cubicles and rented space at the Apparel Mart, while the newest Trump Tower rose where the Sun Times once stood. I sat alone on one side of a conference table with several of the paper's top executives arrayed opposite me, looking decidedly grim were Hayner, Hook, and Crook, editor Michael Cook, and publisher John Cruikshank, Crooked Shank, entertainment editor John Barron, who'd been at my side when we handed the now notorious video to police, and Barron's college buddy Jim McDowell. Whatever, y'all see it, who'd been hired as the in-house lawyer for the corporate honchos. I'd been less tense walking into that room than the bosses appeared to be, assuming they had a solution to Judge Vincent Gowen's increasingly angry demands that I appear on stand. Then McDonan extended a hand from the tailored sleeve of a charcoal suit. To be clear, I am here to represent the newspaper, not you. After that, I cindered block between my chest and the pit of my stomach made breathing a chore. My name first appeared on the witness list for the prosecution in 2004 during the interminable 6-year wait for Kelly's trial to begin. State's attorney Dick Devine assured Hook and Crook that was strictly a formality, and I'd never be called to testify. I dropped off the prosecution list a few months later, but one day in early 2006, Abner Palash tossed a document from the Kelly camp on my desk. Look at this. I had reappeared on the witness list for the defense. Abner seemed jealous that they wanted to hear from me and not him. But only one of us had gotten the tape that led to the Star's indictment dropped anonymously in his mailbox. Lucky me. Don't worry about it, DeRoe, Hayner said many times over the next 2.5 years. You'll never have to testify. Now, finally, everybody worried about it. The phrase reporter's privilege refers to the concepts as well as the patchwork of federal and state laws allegedly protecting reporters from being compelled to testify about confidential sources. Before my name began appearing on witness lists, I hadn't thought about it since I majored in journalism at NYU. New York Times reporter Myron Farber had visited one of my classes to talk about his role in the notorious Dr. X case. In 1966, surgeon Mario Jaskowski, became the suspect in a series of suspicious deaths by pure poisoning at a hospital in New Jersey. The case lay dormant for a decade for lack of evidence, but after Farber received an anonymous letter citing as many as 40 poisonings, the reporter began investigating. His story prompted prosecutors to revisit the cold case, and they eventually charged the man the Times called Dr. X with 5 murders. During the trial, the defense subpoenaed Farber for his notes from 193 interviews. The judge allowed what the Times called an unprecedented fishing expedition, and the paper refused to comply. Sentenced to 6 months in jail and fined $5,000 a day, Farber spent 40 days behind bars, and the paper paid nearly $1 million in legal fees and penalties. Jurors eventually acquitted the doctor, though he lost his license and died in disgrace. Governor Bredan Byron pardoned Farber and ordered the return of the fines. But the episode hardly stood as a victory for the free press. Conflicted about his ordeal, Farber hadn't been a particularly inspiring speaker, but in the heady days of journalism, a decade or so after the Pentagon Papers and Watergate, my classmates romanticized his principled stand. Some of us even hoped we'd have a chance to do the same. In fact, the press generally avoided conflicts with the courts, uh, wary of setting further precedent in the 1972 case of Brandsburg versus Hayes, stemming from a Kentucky reporter's refusal to reveal his sources about the local drug trade. The Supreme Court split 5-4, ruling the first hold on. Ruling the first abdomen does not exempt journalists from testifying. The majority couldn't find a reporter's privilege in the Constitution. Some scholars say that there isn't one, while others believe that case simply didn't warrant it. The opinion is regarded today as a muddle. It does not make clear how much protection journalists deserve. Steve Cole, Dean of the Columbia University Graduate School of Journalism, wrote in the New Yorker. Subsequent rulings by the lower courts were contradictory. In 1981, the Washington, D.C. Circuit Court of Appeals ruled that Michigan journalists did not have to testify about a Detroit mobster because their information also appeared on government tapes. But in 2003, the Court of Appeals for the Seventh Circuit in Chicago reaffirmed the majority in Brandsburg in the case of McKivitt versus Palash. That's Palash, as in my partner, Abdom. Abdom had done stories interviewing an informant who infiltrated the Irish Republican Army. The court ordered him to turn over those tapes, and he vowed he'd never do it. I've never had a reporter as eager to go to jail for the first abdomen as Abdon. Hayner told me. My buddy didn't deny that, but ultimately he complied with the judge's order, turned over his tapes and avoided being jailed for contempt of court. Since my own charcoal suit was 5 years old, ill-fitted and not nearly as snazzy as the company lawyers or even any of Abdom's when I got married in 2003. My wife, Carmel, convinced me to buy a new one. I'd have it for family weddings or funerals. She said, though, hopefully I wouldn't have to wear it to court. We nevertheless canceled the trip to Spain. We'd been planning for years because the dates clashed with the start of the Kelly trial. The concept of reporters' privilege had tarnished considerably when I began closely following cases in the news during the wait for Kelly's trial. In 2005, discredited New York Times reporter Judith Miller spent 85 days in jail for refusing to disclose the source who named CIA agent Valerie Plame after she exposed the fallacy of weapons of mass destruction in Iraq. The next year, two reporters from the San Francisco Chronicle drew a sentence of 18 months after refusing to name the source of leaked grand jury testimony about a company providing illegal steroids to baseball players Barry Bonds and Jason Giobbi. The reporters only avoided jail when their source, the company's former attorney, pleaded guilty to leaking, lying, and obstructing justice. Protecting sources as ethically dubious as the lawyer for the steroids company and Scooter Libby Vice President Dick Cheney's fallacious chief of staff didn't seem worthy of going to jail. But I would not compromise the people who had spoken to me off the record during my 8 years of reporting about Kelly. They requested anonymity. What? Go figure. For the best reason whistleblowers ever do. Because they feared a powerful man might hurt them if they spoke publicly. Still, I'd done enough reporting on conditions at the Hudson's County Jail earlier in my career at the Jersey Journal to have lost and romantic illusions about being locked up, and that loomed as a very real possibility given Judge Gahan's notorious temper. Kelly's lawyers have figured out a new defense strategy. Make sure the singer isn't the only one on trial. Jennifer Vineyard, one of the sharpest reporters covering the trial, wrote for MTV News. The defense painted Sparkle as an angry former employee seeking revenge by blackmailing Kelly. They hinted that ex-manager Barry Hankerson was the puppet master behind Sparkle and a conspiracy to destroy the singer. And they'd try to say I was part of it too. They also would imply that I had committed a crime by allegedly making and keeping a copy of this sex tape. Vineyard wrote, the irony didn't escape her, since another part of their strategy was to argue the tape wasn't child pornography at all. The logic of their motion escapes me. Media attorney Damon Dunn told Vineyard in one of my two favorite quotes by him, though, through all our years of working together, the other came after one of his several spirited arguments to quash my my subpoena. When the defense said Kelly had a constitutional right to show that I had written articles critical of Kelly, I was, after all, a music critic, but that didn't mean I was not a judicially fair reporter. In any event, Dunn said whether or not Derogatis has a bias against pedophiles is of no importance to this case. A soft-spoken, silver-haired, immaculately groomed galad to many journalists in Chicago, Damon Dunn had argued dozens of First Amendment and media law cases for the Sun-Times and other news organizations in 7 state Supreme Courts. More cynical in unguarded moments than the most grizzled reporter about how the system could be rigged. He nevertheless retained his idealism, and like city editor and law school grad Don Hayner, he believed I would not have to take the stand. On May 30th, early in the Kelly trial, the judge ruled that indeed I would. Dunn continued to file motions to block the inevitable, and Gaughan got testier and testier as I failed to materialize in court, threatening to throw not only me in jail for contempt, but Dunn too. On June 2nd, Judge Gaughan announced that I'd be arrested if I did not appear before him at 10 the next morning. That night, Sun-Times music editor Thomas Connor called my wife, Carmel, and told her she shouldn't answer our door at home for anyone in case the judge jumped the gun and sent sheriff officers to fetch me. When I didn't appear again on June 3rd, Gaughan really lost his temper, but Dunn protested. I'd never personally been served with a subpoena. I only finally got a copy from him in 2018. I'm going to give DeRogatis the benefit of the doubt, the judge reluctantly decided, stifling his anger. He emphasizes that if I didn't show up in court on June 4th, he'd order Cook County Sheriff Tom Dart to arrest me, which brought me to that conference room full of door faces on the evening of June 3rd. You got three options, Dero. Hayner began. 1, you can testify. It's your choice as a citizen, but it would set a bad precedence for other reporters in Illinois and maybe nationally. And you should know that you can't pick and choose which questions to answer. If you answer one, even your name, you'll have to answer them all. And if they ask you about your sources, he trailed off and let the unspoken conclusion hang over the conference table. If I were asked about sources and I refused to name them, I'd be held in contempt. I asked about the other options, trying to sound courageous. Cinder block be damned. Well, you could go underground, Hannah said. My jaw dropped. That sounded so damn 60s. Leave town, go to Michigan or Wisconsin, wherever. But don't tell us where you are. Don't go online and don't answer your phone. You can come back when the trial is over, but you should be aware that Judge Gaughan may still throw you in jail for contempt when you get back. I briefly considered the appeal of my in-laws' retreat in Indiana, farm country, but I didn't like the odds of testing Gaughan's raft. Plus, a true city kid, I've always gotten antsy without concrete underfoot. Cook piped up enthusiastically when I asked about the final option. If you show up tomorrow and refuse to testify, you'll go directly to jail. But I think you should wait in the newsroom until the sheriff's officers come for you, and we'll put the story and the photos on the front page. Frantically brainstorming with a thin junior partner, Neil Rosenbaum. In search of any other option, Damon Dunn joined the meeting late on a tiny speakerphone from the loop offices of Funkhauser, Vakosen, Lebman, and Dunn. Unlike the company lawyer, he was representing me. as well as the paper. And I appreciated my bosses for paying his bills. Jim, you don't have to decide now, he said. Give us the night and we'll keep working on this. When I got home, Carmel picked out a tie for me at 7 a.m. on June 4th after a long and sleepless night. I gathered in Cook's office with Dunn, Rosenbaum, and Hayner. As promised, Dunn had stayed up all night and hit upon a solution he called the nuclear defense. The law views child porn as such a radioactive crime. He said that admitting I touched, much less watched the videotape, meant admitting I'd committed a felony. Though I would have to appear in court, I could plead the Fifth Amendment and declined to testify because I had the right not to incriminate myself. Just like every mobster and crooked politician I'd covered in Jersey. Dunn showed me an index card he'd prepared, which he said I should read in response to every question. That solution sounded good, but I said I intended to stress the First Amendment over my Fifth Amendment rights. Godwin has ruled on this, Jim, and if you do that and keep doing it after he tells you to stop, he will hold you in contempt. I said, I draw my line in the sand. Hayner gave me a sort of hug, a most un-Hayner-like gesture. I reread the card several times as we drove to 26th and Cal, but I was too nervous to memorize it. A dozen photographers and TV cameras captured me walking into the courthouse. My legs felt rubbery, but I tried to appear confident instead of scared shitless. I hoped my suit and tie looked all right. On the 5th floor, a sheriff's deputy ushered me into a closet-sized room behind a door to the right of Judge Gohan. Towering rosewood bench. Later, he led me to the empty jury box so I could hear Dunn argue yet again with the judge about the reporter's privilege. Gohan never hid his contempt for Dunn or the free press. Speak up, or you'll say I'm having another secret hearing, he barked. Ushered onto the witness stand, I scanned the press in the gallery, recognizing only a few of my fellow journalists. The legal and pop music beats don't usually overlap. I knew more of the photographers outside since they also shot concerts. I saw Kelly at the defense table, 15 feet to my left, but I don't recall him looking at me. Gohan had made a decision about my testimony that managed to displease everyone involved. I would take the stand and become part of the record, but not in front of the jury. Dunn and the Sun-Times didn't want me to be hauled into court because of the bad precedent, and it would set for other journalists. The defense wanted the jury to hear me take the fifth, making me look guilty of something, fostering their hazy argument that I was part of the conspiracy to hurt their client. The judge pressured the prosecutors to give me immunity, to say I'd handled the tape and they saw the Oh, sorry. They saw the whole thing as a pointless waste of time. I certainly didn't want to be there. I didn't want to risk exposing sources I promised confidentiality. By agreement with the defense, Dunn asked the first three questions after I took the oath and stated my full name for the record. James Peter DeRogatis, like my mom used to say when she got angry. Dunn knew how I'd answer, but he wanted the questions in the record because he intended to file an appeal after the trial to prevent the proceeding Gahan was setting for a journalist being forced to testify. He fought it all the way to the Illinois Supreme Court, which decided not to hear the case. Dunn asked if I receive a video showing Kelly with an underage girl, if I talked to sources who'd seen that video, and if I'd assured confidentiality to sources while reporting on Kelly. I could not answer then. Instead, I read my index card, but I can now. Yes, hell yes, and you bet your fucking ass I did. The defense didn't sick one of its Balash big dogs on me. I got Mark Martin, who started by calmly asking, "What do you do for a living?" I read my index card, respectfully declining to answer blah, 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 First and Fifth Amendments. This prompts yet another argument, saying what he does for a living would not incriminate him. Martin said. Dunn disagreed. It was all part of the chain. Gone side, Mr. DeRogatis, right now, I have to make a determination whether these privileges apply. You have the choice of either answering who you're employed by or me holding you in direct contempt. Talk to Mr. Dunn. Damon nodded. Okay, so I gave my first and only full answer. Your Honor, I'm the pop music critic at the Chicago Sun-Times, and the co-host of a show on Chicago Public Radio. Gahan seemed pleased. The absurdity still strikes me. The defense asked 16 more questions about whether I'd written articles critical of Mr. Kelly, received the videotape, given it to the police, copied it, or made alterations to it. The index card got progressively soggier in my palm as I read it 16 more times. I'm a lousy actor. That's my daughter's talent. But I did consciously perform, punching one word every time I read that card. That word was an outlet for all the frustrations and disgust I live with since the day I began looking into the facts. The word meant a lot to me. That word was first. Each time he gets to the final sentence, DeRogatis pauses, then half shouts, "The First and Fifth Amendments," like a television sportscaster, making sure we all notice his trademark catchphrase. Josh Livens wrote in Slate, "The tightly wound Gahan shockingly doesn't seem to find this performing style annoying." As the deputy ushered me out of the court, defense attorney Ed Ginson hobbled over, leaned on his cane, and said, "Thanks. You did exactly what we wanted you to do." Kelly sort of thanked me too in Solar Coaster. The Chicago Sun-Times reporter Jim DeRogatis, who broke the story and was the first to receive the supposed sex tape, took the fifth and refused to testify. He left out the Fifth Amendment, but then his book omits a lot of things. Genson's words haunt me to this day. Though Dunn assures me Judge Gahan would not have allowed me to testify about anything I'd learned about Aaliyah, the girls who sued Kelly, or what the Sun Times called a pattern of uh, predatory behavior dating to 1991. The only testimony the judge would allow was about one girl on one videotape, and the jury never heard anything I said anyway. My colleagues gave me a standing ovation when I returned to the newsroom, and Laura Emmerich, who edited both me and Roger Ebert, handed me a note from the film critic who called me a hero. Battling cancer and no longer able to walk, speak, or eat solid foods, Ebert continued reviewing movies for the paper until the day he died in 2013. Nothing I'd done came close to that kind of heroism, much less the heroism of the girls who'd spoken to me despite fears the Kelly camp would retaliate. I remember feeling the way you do when you narrowly avoid a car wreck. I took off my tie and threw it in the trash can beside my desk. R.KELLY's defense team started its case on June 5th and moved quickly. They called another three of Rashonda Landfair's relatives and asked them if they recognized the girl on the tape. No, I don't, said Leroy Edwards, her uncle and the manager of the vocal group for the case, for the cause. No, she definitely wasn't her, said Shauna Edwards, a cousin who sang with her in the group. Another of Rashonda's aunts, Charlotte Edwards, said the girl in the video had bigger breasts than her niece. Ed Gibson asked if she'd seen Rashonda naked. Yes, when I used to change her diapers. Girl, 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 girl. Really? When you change her diapers and it's okay. Let me go back down here. Bringing some additional star power to the trial, the defense called Jack Palladino, a tough-talking Hollywood attorney and private investigator, to the stars. His resume included work for John DeLaronde, Michael Jackson, Courtney Love, the Medinez brothers, and Bill Clinton, whose first presidential campaign tapped him to handle the infamous bimbo eruptions. Hired by Kelly in the early 2000s, Palladino had questioned Demetrius Smith about the tape circulating on the streets, and Smith told him he didn't know anything about it. That did not come up in court, and Smith was never subpoenaed either. Palladino testified that he'd interviewed Lisa Van Allen and her fiance, Yul Brown, in early 2002 over dinner at Atlanta's Four Seasons Hotel. At that meeting, Palladino long have I been muted? How long have y'all not been able to hear me? Oh, dear God. Hold on. Let me see. The word meant a lot. Testify. She owned the Laron. Oh, that sucks. I'm sorry, y'all. I've been muted this entire time. Aw, phooey. I'm sorry, y'all. Well, luckily, I had it on the screen so you guys can hear me. I am so sorry about that. I just listened to the playback and towards the end, I don't know what happened. I don't know why it went mute. Oh, because I was messing with my mic. Sometimes when I mess with the mic and I knock it, it'll mute it. So I do apologize, y'all. But all I was simply saying is that we're going to stop it right there. Because we are towards the end of this book. It's only 304 pages, give or take towards the end, because you know towards the end you'll get more of like thank yous and you know and stuff like that, credits and stuff like that. So we're towards the end of this book. We just stopped on page 200, and then I'm going to finish it back, but I'm trying to prolong it for a reason, because you know the trial is scheduled for next year. And I just want to kind of, you know, ride this thing out a little bit. I'm actually what I'm going to do is I'm going to pre-record it and I'm going to finish it tomorrow, and I'll put it up in the morning, probably like 11:45 noon or something like that. And then I'm coming back to you guys tomorrow. I'm thinking about doing a Where Were the Parents? I'm not sure. But if not, for sure, we're going to come back and we're going to talk about this PORSHA book. Okay. But we're going to stop on page 200. And we're going to take up from there. I'm sorry. I don't know what happened to my sound towards the end there, but you guys had the book on the screen. And so you guys could have continued reading as I was muted, child. Okay. But not for nothing, you guys. We're going to stop there. Like I said, a few things, you know, again, last but not least, shouts out to the R.KELLY case open discussion group on Facebook. You guys can join that on Facebook. And that's actually where I was able to obtain this book in its entirety, y'all. Not just, you know, inserts or whatever. They be doing a thug thizzle. Do you hear me? And the entire book was found on there. I was able to get the book. Thank you, Connie. I see you on Facebook. Thank you. She was like, Andy, yes, thank you so very much. Okay. But yeah. You guys can join them. They have been digging their feet into this whole situation when it comes to R.KELLY. And that's actually where I discovered the whole PORSHA situation. Because like I said, when nobody checking for her. So I don't like how she doing this. Do I believe her story? I do. I just feel like it's shicey that she wants to put in a book for everybody to read it. So here we are, baby. I'm going to let y'all know what she said. But still, buy the book if you interested or whatever. Buy the book, okay? Otherwise, you know, hold on. Y'all still saying y'all can't hear me? Buy the book, okay? Oh yes, you can. You can. Okay, so you're a little bit behind, Aisha. Okay, but anyways, you guys, before we wrap things up or whatever, I want to tell you guys, thank you guys so very much for just hanging in there with your girl. Okay, we've been teetering tolerant in and out of hitting that freaking 6K. I don't know if I'm going to be able to hit it, but we are like 250 away from being at 6K last time I checked. So I appreciate y'all so very much. And if you're curious as to how you can become a member, check this out. What up, everybody? Welcome to the channel. If you're new, don't be. And I mean that. Don't be. Go ahead and click that subscribe button to be a part of the Witness Gang, to join the Witness Nation. Now, I am here to let you guys know we are now accepting members. let me stop stunning. We've been accepting members, but I'm here to tell you more information about the memberships, okay? It's just better here. Why not become a member and support your girl on a month-to-month basis, okay? Now, we have 4 different tiers that you can choose from. They'll probably be somewhere over here, okay? Not for nothing, we have Out of the Bushes for $1.99 a month, okay? And then you can become a Witness member. $3.99 a month. You can't beat that, okay? Now, if you want to take it up a notch and become a Witness gang member, just $9.99 a month, okay? Now, I see you. You want to go even further. That's great, okay? Become a Witness Nation member at $19.99. Okay, now all these proceeds go back into the channel, okay? I pride myself on doing due diligence to give you guys best quality product and content, okay? So if you love what you see here on Whitney DTV and you want to keep it going, make sure you become a member like right now. Like today, like go do it now, okay? Comes with a lot of different perks like members only chats and member only videos and getting updates and exclusive information before anybody does, okay? So what are you waiting for? Go become a member like now. Like right now. Duh. Bye. So yeah, if you guys would like to join the best channel on earth, no, I'm just playing. But if you like to join, the link is in the chat as well as in the description box, y'all. I'm excited. I love the holidays, okay? And if you guys have been on my social media, you guys have been able to see I've been decking the halls. I've been having a good old time. I love December. I love Christmas. It's my favorite time of the year. You would think I was born in the month of December, but I am not. My mom is. And speaking of my mama, y'all, I posted her beautiful self today on my IG. I gotta share it with y'all. I love my mama. My mama is gorgeous, okay? In her 60s, okay? This is my mama, y'all. This is my mama, y'all. Check my mama out. I did this ugly sweater. I missed the assignment though, because she was like, it was supposed to be ugly, Whitney. It wasn't really that ugly, but I did this, and this actually lights up back here. But yeah, and that's my mommy, y'all. My mama is well in her 60s, and she came by and I did her makeup for her. If you guys ever want to just know what's going on in real time, in real life with me, go to my Facebook page. You see it's right here. I'm a real person. That's why I be telling people, oh, baby, if you want me, okay, I'm not that hard to find. That's my porch, y'all, my porch area. We deck in the house, like I told you, in regards to these holidays. But yeah, that is my mother. My madre. I did her makeup in her ugly sweater or whatever. And so thank you, Sabrina. So yeah, I just been having a blast enjoying the holidays. I've been seeing you guys wonderful pictures and videos of you guys decking the halls and stuff like that. Oh my gosh, I love it. Now I have had some questions that people have been posting about where were the parents. It's not gone, y'all. I'm just doing it differently when the new year come. I want to do it more documentary style where it can be a little more in depth. And so it's not gone. Okay, I'm still going to do it. I have excuse me. I have a substantial amount of research that my research team did, okay? And it's a particular company that we're covering, and it's a lot of different cases and stories. I didn't want to just brand all of them in. So I want to do like this, probably like 3 to 4 part series with this particular company and brand. I'm breaking down like 3 or 4 stories in each one. Y'all, yes, it's that extensive. And so it's still there. It's just I want to approach this particular group differently. And then I just kind of just got very heavy and weighed down with where were the parents doing it as often as I was, because we're talking about sexual abuse. You know what I'm saying? Let's just be real. And so, yeah, I'm a very happy person. I'm a very bubbly person. I don't like to really be mean and be down and be sad so much. So to do that every week, and mind you, to lead up to that week, we have to do research. And so I just got overwhelming. And so I had to take a little step. I had to take a little step back, but it's still there. It's still my baby. It's still my creation. I still have my crew. Like I said, a few of them were getting sick and family issues was going on. And so I kind of just was like, okay, let's fall back for a little bit. Let's revisit, let's revamp. But I'm bringing a lot of cool stuff for 2022. I'm telling you, okay? Like, yeah, trust me, if y'all see that it's slow here, know that I'm putting in work behind the scenes. I actually have a part 2 to when time stop coming, with some familiar faces that you guys will see and know. And so it's a lot of stuff that's going on that I have to bring to you guys, and I gotta make sure I do it right. So that is the video, you guys. Let me know what you guys think in the chat when it comes to the whole Porsha situation. Like I told y'all, I don't take her story, I don't take that away from her. That's not what I'm saying. I just feel like the timing of it is just kind of like, girl, and then the way she's doing it, like by the book. And then everybody want to get on the backs of Asriel, Lizette, Geronda when they come out with books, but they've been telling their stories. You feel me? They've been telling their stories. It ain't a money grab. Do I believe it's a money grab with Porsha? Yeah. I do, because we wouldn't have been none the wiser. And do I think she should have just been quiet? No. But I think you should have been talking when everybody was talking. And then furthermore, if you wasn't talking, I feel like you should have been supporting the victims. And you didn't have to go on your social media and I stand with you, sister. It could have been a reach out privately. And y'all know we covered that when this first came out about Porsha here live in full effect with Lizette. She was like, no, she didn't. And then I reached out to Angelo and I said, do you know about Az getting any? He was like, no. We didn't as parents. And so my thing is that I just didn't like that. You know what I'm saying? When nobody checking for you or your book, and now all of a sudden you want to put that out there. Oh, this is in here. It's like, girl, nobody was even worrying about you. And then your timing was impeccable, sis. Very impeccable. This man just, we got the verdict and all. It's just, and we're going to talk about that. I read that part. I read how it went down and the knock on the door that she got from the feds and all of that. We're going to talk about that, and you guys are going to hear it on Winnie D TV. A little snippet. I'm only give you guys a little snippet as I can, but go purchase the book so you can hear it yourself. And like I said, chapter 4 is the chapter that covers R. Kelly. How she met him. It's that little. It's that quick. It really is. Not trying to be funny. It really is. And it was weird. It was weird. It was weird. It was just weird because I'm just like, that happened fast. Like, that was fast, girl. You went there for this, and then this happened, and then whoop, and maybe that's what happens. It goes from one extreme to another, but it was just weird. It was just weird, and I was just kind of like lost as to how it kind of kept going. And like I said, I'm not here to be judgmental or nothing like that, but it was just weird. And I mean, maybe it's just me, but we're gonna talk about it. You're gonna hear it, and y'all tell me, just like hearing the little snippet where y'all heard her. I didn't say it. Y'all heard it from her mouth, the book, and her. Well, it actually was her sister reading that chapter, which I thought was weird. But anyways, you hear her saying that the dude was trying to gas her up, and she was told that she could sing by her mama. This one, something that she grew up doing, that she knew she could do. She knew she could harmonize for the most part, and that was pretty much it. But we saw her in this alleged singing that she thought she was doing, and absolutely, she did, because nobody was checking for her or that book. She been promoting that book. She been promoting that book. Like, no shade. She couldn't say everything in the book. She couldn't. But the thing is that, like, why not? Again, I'm not saying why mention it, but why are you going to talk about it now? Why are you talking about it now? And y'all know I hate that it's so cliche when people be like, why now? But for her, it's just kind of like, for real, why now? You're selling a book, and now we haven't heard any peep from Porsha about R. Kelly, and it was weird. And then people was like saying stuff like, well, shoot, who else did he mess around with? You will be surprised. Why do y'all think nobody in the industry is saying nothing right now about it? Nobody. Out of all the people that have worked with this man, you ain't heard not a peep from the industry. You have heard nobody say anything about that. And then I told y'all how, and this was like earlier in the year or maybe last year. Do y'all remember that I covered that story with MC Lyte daughter getting his number the same classic way, the way everybody else was getting his number, through the little piece of paper, getting it hand to her, and she told her mom, although her daughter was of age or something like that, but she was like, shoot, how would you know? So, you know, who else? Yeah, absolutely, who else? And that shows the depth of his reach and why ain't nobody saying nothing. Child. But anyways, you guys, that is the video. Y'all tell me what y'all think in the comments down below. While you're there, make sure you guys like, share, and subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. If you have, thank you, hello, and welcome, okay? Now I'm excited because, as I said, we're about to celebrate my milestone of hitting 5K this year. Woo, along with getting my first great publication, the New York Times, back in, when we get the verdict, when was it, July? But anyway, so we're going to be celebrating that on, save the date, on, wait. Yeah, we're going to be celebrating that on December 17th, which I'm excited because then we're going to turn around on the 18th and we are doing a Christmas party here at the house, a Christmas like party, like game night. I'm excited for. Hold on, before we go further. Jesse says, I believe R. Kelly paid off a lot of people to keep their mouth shut. Me too, baby. Me too. I think so too. Okay, I think so too. Oh, before I go into this information about the Secret Santa, which is closed, by the way, we're not taking any more Secret Santas. That's done. We've already drawn names. We've sent our gifts. We're receiving gifts, and we're going to have fun on the 17th. I just want to give you guys information about the 17th. It's going to be a whole promotional thing that's going to take place. I'm just trying to confirm the people that I want to come on and stuff like that. So that's why I haven't put anything out just yet, because I'm trying to see if I can pull my card a little bit and have some of my friends that I know that you've guys seen before come on or not. And we just have a good old time, but I've got to confirm. But if you guys ever want to send anything to me, I have a P.O. box. Y'all have been getting on my nerve about this, okay? So y'all better be blowing this mug up, okay? Because if not, I'm not paying no more for it. Okay, now, not for nothing, you guys. This is the P.O. box. If you guys would ever want to send me anything, any love mail, keep your hate mail to yourself, okay? And or, you know, products or stuff that you want to send to me, or anything to that nature, you can send it to my P.O. box. I guarantee you I will check it, and I will you know, let you guys know that I received it or whatever the case may be, okay? But not for nothing. Thank you guys so very much for tuning in on tonight. This was very interesting, to say the least, when it comes to Porsha, and then how we're getting in this home stretch of this book, y'all. We have like less than 100 pages to go. Well, actually 100 and like 4 pages more left of this book. So we're getting her done, okay? Hopefully we'll have this done before the new year, because I got the okay to read Geronda's book. She's actually going to give me a copy to read. So I'm excited about that. So you guys hold your horses. But thank you guys for tuning in on tonight. I will see you guys in the comments. I love y'all. Bye. What up, everybody? Whitney D here, Whitney D TV, and we are finally here to celebrate a milestone of 5K. I'm super, super excited to say the least. And I couldn't be more honored to celebrate this with the Witness Gang. We can't just celebrate. We have to turn up and we have to do it in a creative way because your girl is creative, okay? So not for nothing, December 17th, here on Whitney D TV, we will have a celebration, okay? But with that celebration comes the Witness Secret Santa. I am bringing you guys by way of Elster.com the Witness Secret Santa. I am so excited to be able to do a virtual Secret Santa with you guys, okay? Now, it's very easy, okay? Here are the steps, all right? First and foremost, you're going to want to click the link that's in the description box, okay, to sign up. And you will be directed to Elster.com where you'll be able to sign up and they'll obtain all your information and it will be anonymous to your Secret Santa, okay, and vice versa, okay? Not for nothing, from there, you will send off your gift or the list that they curate for you guys by way of getting the information for your Secret Santa. You can just grab from there and they'll do everything for you. It's just that simple. I'm so excited to do this secret witness, okay? Not for nothing, once you ship everything off, do not open it. Don't open anything that you receive until December 17th, okay? Now, the deadline is November 30th. Yes, you have to the end of the month, sign up for the secret witness, okay? I'm excited to see you guys, and stay tuned because December 17th, I have some awesome secrets and goodies that we are going to embark on together in celebration of my 5K. Okay? Thank you guys so very much. I'm Whitney D, and I'm excited to see what Secret Santa gets me. Bye, you guys.